Echoes of the Abyss, Passion in Darkness, a light novel by Pass Me Chapter. Of Novel 1, The Man Who Should Have Died, Part 1. The Awakening Darkness. It was not the peaceful darkness of sleep, nor the temporary blindness of a man who had closed his eyes. It was deeper, suffocating. A void that stretched infinitely in all directions. Ryuma drifted in it, weightless, mind empty. There was no air, no pain, no sense of self. It was as if he had been swallowed by something beyond comprehension, his existence reduced to a whisper in the void. Then, a sound. At first it was faint, a breath, a murmur, a ripple through the silence. Then the whispers began. Soft at first, then growing louder, overlapping, voices speaking in hushed urgency, some mournful, some filled with rage, others hungry. Then a single voice cut through them all. Awaken! A violent shock ran through Ryuma's body. His lungs seized. His heart lurched back to life, pounding wildly in his chest. Pain erupted in every nerve as though fire had been poured into his veins. And then he felt everything. The cold, the weight, the suffocating pressure of soil crushing him from all sides. His fingers twitched, grasping at the damp, suffocating mass surrounding him. His arms felt weak, his body sluggish, as though he had been asleep for years. He tried to breathe, and instead, dirt filled his mouth, his throat, choking him, a buried corpse. Panic surged through him, a primal terror that sent his limbs into desperate motion. His right hand shot upward, clawing at the earth. His muscles screamed in protest, stiff and unresponsive, but he did not stop. He could not stop. He pushed upward with all his strength. The soil resisted, heavy and unyielding, as if it sought to keep him entombed. His heartbeat pounded in his ears, a heartbeat that should not exist. His breath came in ragged gasps, dirt and saliva mixing as he forced himself to keep moving. Move! 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 His right hand fought through the earth, searching, grasping for something. Anything. Then his fingers brushed against something solid. A hilt. The moment his skin made contact, a pulse of energy surged through him. A heat, sharp and electric, shot up his arm, burning away the numbness. His mind snapped into clarity, and with a guttural roar, he pushed. The earth cracked. His hand broke through the surface, fingers grasping at the open air. Cold wind lashed against his exposed skin, sharp and real. Adrenaline flooded his veins as his other hand followed, clawing at the ground, dragging himself upward. The weight of the grave did not want to release him. But Ryuma refused to remain buried. With one final desperate heave, he pulled himself free. The damp night air hit him like a blade. He gasped, coughing violently, soil spilling from his lips. His entire body trembled from the strain, muscles burning as he collapsed onto the cold, wet ground. For a long moment he lay there, his chest rising and falling with ragged, uneven breaths. Then he opened his eyes. Wait for next part of Chapter 1. New part will be available every second day of previous upload. Echoes of the Abyss, Passion in Darkness, a light novel by Pass Me. Chapter of Novel 1, The Man Who Should Have Died, Part 2. The World After Death. The sky above him was vast and empty, a deep expanse of black silk scattered with cold, distant stars. The moon hung high, a pale silver eye watching his resurrection. Wisps of clouds drifted across its face, casting fleeting shadows over the world below. Ryuma's breath was unsteady. His heartbeat, slow, methodical, unnatural, throbbed against his ribs. His muscles ached as though he had been asleep for centuries, and yet his mind was sharp, too aware. He was alive, or something close to it. He pushed himself up on shaking arms, his fingers still clenching the hilt of his katana. The blade, though still sheathed, pulsed with a quiet warmth. A warmth that should not have existed. His gaze flickered downward. His kimono was in tatters, torn and caked with dried blood. His hands, once strong and calloused, felt wrong, as if something unseen now coursed through them. His own existence felt foreign. The memories came then, crashing over him like a tidal wave, steel flashing, the clash of blades, blood soaking the ground, the sky painted red with the dying cries of men, the betrayal. He had felt his body collapse, felt the cold grip of death pull him under. So why was he here? His stomach twisted, his breathing grew unsteady. Something was wrong. Then, the silence shattered. A rustling, soft, deliberate. His instincts screamed. Ryuma's fingers tightened around his katana as his head snapped toward the source of the sound. His amber eyes, too sharp, too predatory, scanned the darkness. Then he saw it. A figure stood beneath a twisted tree, half hidden in the shadows, watching him. 3. The presence in the dark. The woman stood motionless, her white kimono untouched by the damp night air. Her silver hair shimmered beneath the moonlight, cascading over her shoulders like strands of silk. But it was her eyes that held him captive. Violet, luminous, filled with something he could not name. She did not move, did not speak. She simply watched. Ryuma rose to his feet, his grip on his katana firm despite the trembling in his limbs. His mind was still raw with confusion, but his battle instincts remained sharp. "Who are you?" His voice was hoarse, ragged. The woman did not answer immediately. She tilted her head slightly as though studying him. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she spoke. "You are awake." A statement, not a question. Ryuma's brow furrowed. "You knew I was here?" She took a slow step forward. "You should not be." The words sent a chill down his spine. His grip on his sword tightened. "What do you mean?" She stopped a few paces away, just beyond the reach of his blade. "You were meant to die that night." A gust of wind swept through the trees, rustling the dying leaves. The air grew heavier, colder. Ryuma's breath hitched. "And yet here I stand." Her violet eyes darkened. "Yes." A long silence stretched between them. Finally, Ryuma exhaled, grounding himself. His thoughts were a tangled mess, but one thing was clear. This woman knew something. He took a step forward. "Then tell me, why am I alive?" The woman hesitated. Then she spoke a single word. "Cursed." Wait for next part of Chapter 1. New part will be available every second day of previous upload.